back to Synergy Bonus. A bunch of guys like to sit around, drink, and talk about games. Tonight we're doing something a little different. Trying an experiment. We're going to try a blind unboxing of a core book. I went out and I bought a core book. These two don't know what it is.
So we're the blind ones.
He's promised us it's not fatal, because if it's fatal, I have a knife.
It will be fatal.
And this thing is very old and it is very dull.
So tetanus.
It'll take a while, yeah. But, the idea is I want to see what they think about just a random core book that they haven't been exposed to. What makes a good core book? What's the reaction to this thing?
What makes a good core book? That's a good question.
First of all, unlike the Shadowrun 3rd Edition core book, the pages aren't all fucked up.
That is important.
Also, hardback, so the pages don't start coming out.
Right. Although 5th edition had a problem where the pages would start to pull out as well in big chunks. However, Wizards is very good. Just say, hey, I need a replacement. Just contact them. They'll have you take some pictures. They'll have you take a picture of this, and then they'll get your replacement. So it's usually free. So give it a shot if you're having that sort of trouble. But what makes a good
artwork would be the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yes.
Is it bright? Is it colorful? Is it got that sort of dark, gritty, smudgy look that
White Wolf?
White Wolf too, but actually I was thinking Dragon Mech, because it's got that sort of diesel punk, steampunk thing going on. Everything is gritty and dark and kind of cheap looking because of it. If it was a color or something, that might be a different story. But
content, honestly.
Yeah.
If it's put in a coherent manner. I've read some core books before where everything was all over the place, and just trying to sit down and make a character just wasn't intuitive, and then we never actually played the system. So.
Layout. Is there an index? Is there a chapter or a table of contents? Can I find what I'm looking for quickly and easily?
Core mechanics, going back to earlier editions of Shadowrun, like 1st or 2nd edition, where, hey, here's the hacking section. If you want to know more about hacking, buy this book. This is a core game mechanic.
You know what?
Early editions of Shadowrun were held together with duct tape.
Final Fantasy IX was the same way with the player's guide. Hey, there's a secret over here. Want to know more? Go to Play Online. No. I bought the book.
This is why I had
the
game
guide.
facts. This is why I had game facts.
So, I want to open
No,
this
never
up.
misspell that site.
Wow. Alright.
I just... God, you weren't lying when you said this was dull.
I can
No,
still
we're very
stab
entertaining,
Trav.
thank you very much.
I can still stab Trav with it. If not, I got my fish key cleansing knife.
Alright.
Or whatever it
away
is,
from yourself,
descaling
love,
knife.
not towards.
Well, it works. This is Westbound, Dust and Dragons. I've never heard of this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, like, my first just glance at this, I see, like, an elf, like, soldier.
It looks like that orc is about to go and have his way with that cowgirl.
That cowgirl, is that also an orc? Or
No.
I don't know.
I don't know of any blonde orcs.
Never know. So, yeah. Westbound. See you in the West, cowboy. Heads up with Westbound, Dust and Dragons, the essential guide for both players and game masters. It contains rules, creating characters, and how to be a game master. Everything you need for the magic Wild West. Create legendary Western heroes with a vast array of options, including 9 breeds, 10 swords, 10 prestige classes, 12 archetypes, and over 60 traits.
Oh god, this is 3.0.
No.
Journey through the vast
3.5?
western landscape, exploring endless badlands, ancient ruins, mysterious ghost towns. Okay. I'm definitely interested, because as I finished reading this, I'm looking at the art on the back. There is a dragon, and there's a guy with a sword, a guy with a rifle, and like a Doctor Strange as mage just going at it. I don't think you can see it very well.
We'll throw up a bigger...
If we can find a good picture, but it's pretty neat. I mean...
So.
Okay, is this Pathfinder?
Nope.
Well, first thing I'm going to tell you right now
This
is
is
that...
a whole new system by Island of Bees, I think, is the publishing company.
Oh god, I don't want to go to that island.
So, first thing I'm going to tell you is the pages are actually matte. They're not glossy and whatnot. But this is the important part. It is very legible, and you can read it. The text isn't getting lost in like a background or whatnot, and that's a problem which I had with some of the other game guides.
There's a lot of the recent D&D 5 stuff.
The art is
lacking.
Well, I'm not going to say completely lacking, because, yeah, we have some generic-looking stuff, and then there's, like, this mage right here, which is very detailed.
And then, but the counter, you have that sigil in there, which looks like someone took something down from DeviantArt.
Yeah, this is the best way to describe it. Like, there's guns, and then there's a picture right here. Again, I apologize, but you can see that it's two very different art styles.
Which is reminding me of older Shadowrun.
When did you say this came out?
About 18 months ago.
Okay. Oh, there is a card system in this.
It's a Deadlands knockoff.
Kind of. But not.
Deciding anti-order.
I'm not playing a game of cards just so I can cast a spell.
You're not. It's for gunfighting.
Oh, I don't.
I'm already not interested in this system,
It's
guys.
a quick hand of poker to see who wins a gunfight.
Yeah, I've already lost my interest there.
Well, if it's like for a quick draw, is that what you're talking about? Yep. Then that makes a little more sense.
Because we played poker together. We know how I play poker.
There's no dice in this game. It's all a deck of cards.
Good night and good gaming, folks.
Greg is checking out on this. I don't know how I actually feel about that. Like, I think it's kind of cool for like the quick draws, like the one-on-one dual quick draw. Mm-hmm. But like everything,
more or less,
that's a little rough. I guess that is a gecko with a 6-shooter. Okay.
Oh God! Someone pissed off Geico.
Yeah.
Gex. That is a orc. Whore? Maybe.
No idea.
I
don't think that's a gecko. I think that's supposed to be a snake, like a side. No, Gecko Bendito.
Good night.
With a
good
bomb
gaming
shooter.
I'm curious. I'm going to give this a good reading here. I don't know if we'll actually play. I'd like to maybe play 1 or 2 sessions to see how this. Yeah. Greg will just sit out, I guess.
Just give me a heads up in advance.
This was an interesting experiment,
like,
and
I think that's actually supposed to be an ogre with 4 arms there.
Oh yeah, he's
either way, he's ripping that cowgirl's clothes off, or he's about to toss her around.
Why not both? Very Goro. I know why Trav bought this, because we have this fascination with the Wild West and the fantasy setting. We've talked about Werewolf the Wild West, and Trav always vanishes with that. We've talked about running a Deadlands game. Someday. And this is just another one. It's going to happen one of these days, where he'll stay in town and whatnot. But, I'm curious to kind of read through it, but when you mentioned that the entire thing is just a poker deck or playing cards, I mean, I'd have to see it in practice.
Like even on the back when you were flipping through it, there was a section here. Optional rules for injury, where you draw a card and the suit tells you what the injury is.
So what if you get the Ace of Spades? Or the Space of Spades.
That's Bob Barker.
Injured hand.
Well, if you get the Ace of Spades, you get the Space of Spades.
Oh.
Africa.
Yeah. But like, it's all about making a
mana cards from spell counter cards.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know for a tabletop game. Yeah. If I'm gonna play with cards, I'm gonna play with cards like Magic or poker, literal poker. Yeah.
We're not playing Tetra Masters and frickin' FF9. Yeah.
Although, if they had a real card deck for that, I would get it because that'd be kind of fun.
Although they do, Island of Bees does make a custom card deck for this. It was part of their Kickstarter thing.
So this was a Kickstarter?
It was.
Okay. That's something new. I'm glad that Kickstarter exists. We've gotten some great stuff from it. We've also gotten some complete turds. I kind of want to see where this falls on that spectrum. You haven't even played it, so you can't say it's a complete turd.
Yeah.
I can. I just may not have actual basis for my statement.
No.
Yeah. But like,
it could
I have to play cards to go and frickin' do a D&D game.
These are
card games on motorcycles.
These are the map pages, and this is the more expensive, higher end.
Okay. So I get it. At least it's hardcover, like Greg was mentioning. Yeah. As I was flipping through it, it feels
My one
like it's good quality. I am worried that the pages might fall out because it makes that crinkling sound like they want to.
My concern also is with matte rather than a gloss is if anything gets spilled on
Water
the book.
and
yeah,
whatnot.
it's the damage is you're done.
The city elf and the country elf.
That being said, because they did matte versus a gloss, I'm gonna bet you didn't have to pay like $70 for the book.
No, $59.99
So standard core book.
at rpg.com.
And this wasn't a print on demand thing, was it?
No.
Okay.
Here's the four-armed ogre. There.
I'm curious. Who knows if we'll actually really run something with this? But I would.
Oh god, the art style's just got such a frickin' genre shift constantly.
Yes.
Like that looked something out of like a comic.
I want to know how character creation works, and I really want to see how combat flows, because then you could tell a story. But there might be other systems that do
Orcs
it
also
better.
have 4 arms.
Well, yes and no, because
That
there's your
orc
cowgirl from the front, and
Looks like an orc,
yeah,
and then that guy's got 4 arms.
4 arms and jars of halfling and elf blood around his waist.
maybe it's the really bizarre sexual dimorphism.
Oh, there's something sexual about this.
That would be the humans.
Oh god, that man is wearing about as much as a naked Skyrim character.
Gnomes.
Without odds.
Well, you know, we'll come back to this and kind of let you know. Maybe I'll do this for Trav or Greg one of these times.
Yeah.
But I
No,
think
you come
Trav is the
across-
more adventurous one than...
Oh, here we go.
Then I-
Chapter 2, creating a character, sorts, breeds, archetypes, traits, equipment, class.
Real quick, before we end this here,
Yeah.
what races do we have? Or breeds, as I see that they're called.
Breeds. We have... Well, it's a little more complex than that, because each breed is divided into subtypes. So, like, we had the elf, but we had the city elf and the country elf.
Okay.
Which...
City gangrel and country gangrel.
I was thinking city mouse and the country mouse. But we had to begin with the elf, the dwarf, the ogre, the goblin, the halfling, the orc, the human, and the gnome, and then the half-breed, which is human plus any of those others.
And what do we got for classes?
We have, or sorts as they are in this, the gambler, the savage, the wizard, the cowboy, the outlaw, the marshal, the spellslinger, the witch, the renegade, and the shaman. And then they have archetypes, but I'm not sure what that means just yet. Also for prestige classes, the scout, the sorcerer, the duelist, the sentry, the duo dragon, the bard, the dust knight, the chosen, the warder, and the liberator.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
How to play.
you know, we might come back to this at some point. It'll be interesting to see. And I think for right now, we're going to call it here. So, good night, good gaming, and this has been an interesting experiment.
Yep. Hey guys, Vegorax here. If you like what you heard, go ahead and give us a little thumbs up with the like icon down below.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a comment.
Alternatively, you can comment, like, and share our videos on Facebook, BitChute, and Minds.com.
And if you want to watch a different video, click over here.
And as always, good night and good gaming.